Hello, this is Mr. Sage with Waco High School. And today I'm going to be playing the Tuba Etude 1 and talking through some things to pay attention to on it. So tubas, here you go. The whole thing first. 1, 2, ready? And that is the full Etude 1 for tuba. Now, this Etude is checking several things. First off, at measure 3, it's checking your ability to create dynamic contrast. So at the very beginning of this, you need to make sure you're playing with a nice big, full, loud sound so that at measure 3 you can make a big difference by dropping down. The other big thing that the judges are going to be looking for in this Etude is how well can you keep your time, as in using your metronome to practice this and keeping your foot tapping even when you don't have a metronome on. And 2, subdividing. So whenever we say subdividing, we're talking about hearing the beats within every beat. So yes, my foot is going to be tapping, but inside this, I'm going to be hearing 1E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and a 3 and 3. 1, a 2 and a 3. Actually, I guess a lot of you guys use the la-li system, right? 1, li, 2, la-li, 3, li, 4, la-li. Make sure you're getting those subdivisions changing. So they're getting you to change from an eighth note subdivision to a triplet subdivision and back to your eighth note subdivision very quickly. So as you're doing this, first, honestly, if I'm a tuba player, I'm going to make sure that I can count through this whole etude. Let's just do the first line together just so you get used to this transition. Here we go. First line, counting. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, a 2 and 3. 1, li, 2, la, li, 3, li, 4, la, li. Etc., etc. So really get used to switching from that cha-cha-cha-cha to the triplet cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. That is probably the biggest single challenge of this whole thing. A couple other things that are worth mentioning. First off, make sure you're always getting your A flat and your key signature. At measure 8, make sure the A natural that they wrote in carries through into beat 2. The next A you play should also be an A natural. And then at measure 9, make sure you switch back to the A flat. The only other things that I would note, allegro is a tempo marking meaning fast. So I know a lot of you are going to be practicing this down tempo to start with. You don't inherently have to get it all the way up to tempo. If you can, that's great. But you definitely want to make sure whatever tempo you are playing it at, that it doesn't feel slow. You don't want to play this thing and it feels slow. That is not the style. So keep a nice light tone, a nice light style. Really quickly, one other problem spot that just popped out to me. Find measure 7. Measure 7 on beat 2, you'll notice we have a tie that goes into beat 3. So let's count that measure very slowly together a few times just to make sure we've got it. Here we go, measure 7. 1, 2, ready, la-li, go. 1, la-li, 2, la-li, 4. So my foot is really emphasizing that tied over beat. It ties into beat 3. So my foot hits on 3, then I say the la-li and play the new notes. Try again for measure 7, counting. 1, 2, 3, la-li, go. 1, la-li, 2, la-li, 4. 1, la-li, 2, la-li, 3. Let's do that one last time. I'm going to play it. You can feel free to play or count. Measure 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, la-li, go. Also triple check your A natural, make sure you get it. Awesome. So I'm going to play through that one more time just so you get one more listen through it, and feel free to play along if you'd like. All the way through, Tuba Etude 1. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready. last note. But other than that, the only other thing I want to make sure I note in there is the dotted 8/16 rhythm. The very first thing you play. 1, a 2, and. Make sure you're actually thinking the subdivision. 1E and a 2, and 1, a 2, and 1E and a 2, and 1, a 2, and. Make sure you're getting that subdivision in there. Hopefully these tips have been helpful to you, and hopefully getting another perspective has been good. From Waco High School, Mr. Sage says, happy practicing.